A prank isn't a good enough word for it. Really think a prank such as the one that happened at Seton Hall, where 2 students pulled the fire alarm to be funny so many times, and then the one time they set the lounge on fire and ran, 3 boys were killed in that fire. 58 students were injured in that fire. That's not a prank anymore. That's people dying. That's parents losing their children. That's students losing the life that they could have had they not been critically burned. Fire is a cunning foe. It kills, it maims, it robs people of their happiness and their dreams, and sometimes even their loved ones. When I worked at the newspaper, and I started in the burn unit, started following Sean and Alvaro through their recovery and fell in love with them because I watched them every day fight for their lives. It became clear to me that this was perhaps the worst thing that anyone could go through, being burned, especially being burned that badly, where it's disfiguring and you nearly lose your life. So I would tell parents that it's a very real possibility that your child can be injured the way these 2 boys were, or killed the way the other 3 boys were. And you have to make it a preference to educate your children about getting out of their dormitories. I needed to help be the voice of what it's like to be burned. I needed to help get the word out that this is so preventable. So many of these students could have gotten out if they had known the right thing to do. So I feel like it's my mission to speak whenever I can. That through awareness and through the good work of so many committed people, so that students and their parents hear how important it is to be prepared for a catastrophic event like Seton Hall.
My mother didn't think I was going to get burned when I got to college. That was the last thing that she thought about. That was the last thing that she thought would have happened to me. And I think, you know, if more people are, you know, educated on, you know, those type of things, you know, especially fire safety, then that, you know, hey, you can get out of here and not have to endure the pain that we had to go through.
I had a personal friend of mine, a family member, burned in a fire, was severely disfigured from it. So it's dear to my heart. It's a message that we have to keep getting out to our young children. We want them to graduate. We want everybody to go home to their parents.
It's tough to, when you're first going through something as far as burns, to get back into the world because you're so afraid of, you know, the way that, you know, people are going to view you. But in the same sense, it's helped me a lot because it's made me, you know, focus on who I am as a person, that, you know, I can get through whatever, you know, whatever adversity I'm faced with in life and move on and be prosperous in life.